Hello everybody, myself is Glam and today we are going to launch a new course about GIS. You can learn all the basics of GIS freely on our YouTube channel and it is sponsored by Mapever.com. What we will discuss in course and why this course will design. Basically, this course was developed to spread the GIS knowledge to the newbies that wanted to jump into this very interesting field. So we are discussing all the basics of GIS and also practical application of GIS in different fields. So you can learn theory as well as practical in this course. So the good news for all of you is that if we don't charge a single penny for that course. We provide this course freely to all over the world. So let's get started. What we learn and what is the ratio of practical and theory session in this course. So we will have more emphasis on practical but we also discuss theory as well. We are following the 80-20 rule, so we give 80% weightage to practical work and 20% weightage to theoretical work because theory is also important because you don't know about the term and its function, you can't apply it into your project properly. So here is course content. First, we will discuss about what is GIS, its components, and then move to the spatial data, the software in which we can create and design some projects. Then what is the sources of data management, where we can store our geographic data, how to set a complete project, how we get data for their projects, and we can also discuss several different sources as well. Then we're working with rosters and some advanced techniques of rasters, fetching data from raster by using digitization method, creating tables and charts, querying on spatial data, and create a layouts and ready for plotting or printing. So let's get started. In our first section, what is GIS? We will discuss 5 to 6 major things about the GIS: its definition, concept, what is meant by maps, how GIS play a role in our lives, what is the function of GIS, what is the component of GIS, which hardware and software are mandatory to work in GIS environment. So this section is very important section because if you learn all these things properly, you can apply to the higher level very easily. The next section is about spatial data. We'll discuss what is spatial data, types of spatial data, and then what is difference between vector data and raster data. What is the pros and cons of raster data and vector data? What are the major terminology that are associated with vector and raster data as well? We will also discuss vector data and raster data formats as well. So the next thing we are going to discuss is the sources of software where we can get GIS software freely. We will give it name open source software list. We will discuss major provider of open source software for GIS purposes. What are the pros and cons of that software? And we will also discuss the major software, open source software QGIS, how we can work with it, how we can install plugins and make it more productive for our projects. The next thing we will going to discuss is data management, how we can manage our spatial data for easy access and less time consuming and performing spatial queries easily. What are the GIS databases? How we can store our data into databases? What are the major geodatabases provider? And we can also search about how we can create our own geodatabase. Also, we can work on some geo server provider services, and we will discuss its cons and pros as well. The next and the major thing where our properly we can start a project. This section is about setting a complete project. Its extent, its coordinate system, its units, its grid system, its major attribute information and meta information. All these things we will set in this section and design our complete project structure. Our next section is about data sources. Data is very important in GIS. So if you don't know about the data sources, you are doing nothing because if you don't have data, you cannot perform any analysis on that data. So data is very important thing in GIS. So we will discuss the sources of data, how we can collect data, where we can find data freely for our project. What are the major source of data? Is it survey-based data is required for our project, or we will need raster data? We will discuss all these things in this section. The next section is about GPS data. GPS is a device that is used for locating points on the earth with respect to its some coordinate system and projection systems. So GPS is play a very important role in today life because GPS make our life easy. So we'll discuss the importance of GPS data format, how we can import GPS data to our GIS project, and how we can utilize it more efficiently for our projects. The next thing is a very important thing. We are going to work with raster imageries. We will discuss what is the major benefits of raster imagery, how we can acquire the raster imagery, what are the major sources, and we will also discuss about the resolution of rasters because resolution play an important role in precise and accurate results. We will also discuss some techniques of image classification, how we can classify image by using sampling data, and how computer can process image without any sampling by using your class values and the number or value stored in DN. DN stands for digital number. The next and very important thing is how we can convert raster data into vector data. This process is known as digitization. We will discuss the major digitization processes, how we can perform digitization more accurately and efficiently. We will discuss line, points, and polygons and how all these things can be more productive for our future projects. The table design. When we create our shapefile or digitized data from raster imagery, we will put some attribute information to that geometrical location that make it free and more productive for different analysis. So we'll discuss how we can create table, how we can update the table, how we can collect different phenomenon information about a future and how we can map it using spatial data. So this section is also very important because if you don't know about how you can link an Excel file or a table into your GIS project, you can't use different type of statistical data in your project. So it's very important to learn how we can utilize data more efficiently with some geographic data for mapping and performing different complex analysis. The next section is about querying data. Querying data means question about the data. When you have thousands of records, you are going to search a specific one. If you're searching manually, you will fail because thousands of records is not easy to interpret. So querying is the simplest and easiest method to get the exact output that you are looking for. So we will discuss types of queries, spatial queries, and attributes queries. What is the major components of spatial queries and which one is the best and which one is also best and according to our requirement. So this section is also very important. We will also discuss some programming in this section, which is SQL, Structured Query Language. So if you don't have any programming language background, you will stick with us. We will also discuss what is SQL, how SQL works, and what are the major benefits of SQL. Our last and final section is creating a layout of our results. This section is very important because presentation matter a lot. So creating layouts is very important in GIS. If you create a complete project, you will perform very sophisticated analysis, but you can't present it properly. Your project is failed and flop completely because the user can't get the information that is he's looking for. So we will discuss this section in depth about how we can create layouts, what are the major components of map that is also called map essential, how we can insert it into our layouts, what are the major types of scale and how this scale works. We will also we will also working with resolution as well. The spatial resolution matter a lot because when you create a map for a large printing, so you need more finer resolution because pixel matter a lot. Layout designing is very important. So stick with us from start to end of this course. How you can participate in this course or how you can learn about this course. You can also subscribe our this YouTube channel as well if you are willing to learn these things. You can visit our website which is mapever.com or our Facebook that is mapeverofficial.com. You can also search us on Twitter, twitter.com/mapever. If you have any query, please put in a comment box. We will answer it as soon as possible. Thank you.